Hey guys, Sergeant P here from bullpupforum.com. We're with Bill Geissele. Geissele Automatics, tell us a little about you, your products, what we got going on in the bullpup world.
Well, I'm a mechanical engineer and I own Geissele Automatics. Geissele Automatics got its start in 2004 making national match triggers for NRA and CMP high power shooting. And from there we moved into combat triggers that we produce for the DoD. And of course now we got a lot of other products, armor, tools, all kinds of different things. We also have a company, ALG Defense, my wife's initials, Amy Lynn Geissele. She focuses on value products. Products where you look at this thing, you're like, I can't believe I'm getting this for $100. She's got rails, she got triggers, and we've moved into some specialty things like the trigger for the IWI Tavor here.
Yeah, that's exciting. So you've got the trigger pack.
Yep.
It's been out for a little bit now.
Yep.
And guys love it, 2-stage.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about
That's
it.
right. Well, it's derived here. The trigger pack, you know, the IWI trigger itself, it's different. It comes in a self-contained module. And what we've done is we've taken the geometry from our SSF combat trigger that we do for US SOCOM. And we've derived that geometry into this self-contained trigger pack right here. So it's a 2-stage trigger, very similar to the triggers in the AR-15 that we make. It's made out of S7 steel. All the components are precision investment cast. Each component is one individual piece. It's not screwed together like you see some other triggers out there. It's self-contained in a precision machined aircraft aluminum housing, and we call it the Super Sabre. And the reason is IWI makes other guns that this trigger fits into, such as the X95. And I didn't want to call it the Super Tavor. And then, well, what about my X95? Does that fit into it? It does. Sabre is a cactus in Israel. And as you see right here, there's a little cactus on there, a little prickly cactus. So since the rifle was born in Israel, that's why I called it the Super Sabre. Yep.
Fantastic. So let's move forward a bit.
Yep.
Something brand new, the Tavor trigger bow.
Right. IWI, their trigger is a 2-piece type mechanism. And the mechanism is designed as a drop safety. They're very concerned, IWI is very concerned about safety with this firearm. You know, like around the chamber, it's a very heavy shield, okay, in case you have some type of a case failure or something like that. They're very concerned about safety with this. So what they did is you have a lot of mass in the trigger assembly on a bullpup. So with that mass, when you do a drop test, okay, that mass tries to keep moving. And so what they did is they made a trigger that basically you have to pull it before it'll unlock. And so what we found is that trigger is very, it's not desirable for a match grade trigger pull. You feel that looseness in your finger before you start getting into the first stage. So what we did is we made a solid steel trigger. Right here we call it the lightning bow. We call it that because of its unique shape. The shape is a hybrid of a flat trigger and a curved trigger, very broad. It's not curved like the stock trigger. Gives a completely different feel, and it removes that slackness. So now you have a trigger pull that's almost identical here to an AR-15. It's got as good a trigger for the first time in history. A bullpup's got as good a trigger as an AR-15 does. Now the question is how does it do for safety? Well, we've done drop testing, okay, 5 feet on the concrete, and what we did was it passed the drop test, but it broke the gun. Okay, you got to watch that. It just can't drop guns, and then the actual trunnion for the barrel actually sheared in half from repeated tests from 5 feet on the concrete. So even though that safety mechanism is removed, it does pass the drop test, and it is a safe trigger. But it's beautiful. It totally changes the gun. It's transformative. So you couple this trigger bow right here with this, it's a different weapon.
It's a fantastic weapon.
It is, very much so.
Had the pleasure of shooting with the trigger bow and the trigger pack at the range. It's revolutionary.
Yeah.
From the trigger pack is excellent, but the trigger bow, very, very little take up. No, it removes the creep. Let's shoot it. Very nice.
It's a hybrid. It's in between the round and the flat. Absolutely here. And the IWI engineers, I mean, they're brilliant. I mean, this gun is put together well. It's well thought out. From an engineer myself, I look at different design aspects of it, and they put tremendous thought into it, a tremendous amount of time into this gun. So it's very much, you know, unlike a lot of things out there on the market. I'm very happy with it. I love shooting the gun, and you know, everybody who buys one, you know, as soon as they put our trigger in there, they really like shooting it.
There you go. Bill, thank you so much.
You're welcome, John.
Great information, and we're proud to have you in the bullpup world.
Sounds good, and I am too.
There you go.